food is amazing. Chef Stu here, man. Time for breakfast. So we stopped in at the 42nd Street Cafe and Bistro. I'm sitting here with restaurateur Blaine. How you doing today, sir?
Good.
All right, so can you tell me a little bit about this beautiful establishment that you have here?
We opened up in 1993.
Okay.
We've been here 30 years a week from tomorrow. So we opened up as a lunch and dinner house and quickly figured out after a year that we weren't making any money and opened up for breakfast because the place across the street was open for breakfast and doing business all day long until lunch. And we went, that looks more profitable than what we're doing. And luckily we did that, and we've been doing breakfast and lunch ever since. So when we started, my wife and I were the owners. She was a chef, and a very famous chef in the Northwest, and we became the most popular dinner house on the peninsula. But that was 30 years ago when we opened up. Playing field changes over time, and we were always the second most popular breakfast place. The most popular breakfast place was across the street. But 4 years ago, they quit, and now we're the most popular breakfast house. And we're no longer the most popular dinner house, but it doesn't matter. we're fine with what we do, yeah.
Okay. So it seems as though to get the longevity to stay open for 30 plus years, you guys had to make some adjustments. It seems like you stayed on top of all the adjustments that you had to make to keep you guys here. So what's some of the signature items that people come in over the course of the years that they really enjoy?
Well, at dinner time, we're basically, we call ourselves a original gourmet comfort food place or bistro, but all that means is that we're really doing classic dinner dishes with a few seafood specials because we're on the ocean, okay? But we do them much better than anybody else does. Everything's done from scratch and that kind of stuff. At breakfast, it's basically the same story, except that everything's handmade, everything's, there are no mixes, it's all done here. And it is good. I mean, the guys who do breakfast have been doing breakfast, the same crew, since 1996, basically. So they're really good at what they do.
It's a lot of history here. So can you tell me a little bit about the logo and where'd you guys get that really cool design from?
Well, the logo, the chicken, when we opened up, we were famous at dinner for skillet-fried chicken, which we still do, okay? Then you open for breakfast and you're doing eggs, potatoes, bacon, So again, we got chicken. So the chicken sort of became over time the logo. Okay. This one was designed by somebody for us, Spence Design, and it's fabulous.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's really unique. All right, Blaine, listening to the menu, you have some really incredible items. Are any of the ingredients sourced locally?
Well, everything's sourced locally. Basically, but you can't source 600 eggs a day locally in this area, but they are from the Northwest. They are free range, they are organic, we do all those kind of things to try to keep everyone happy and keep us proud of what we do. So the seafood, we only serve Northwest seafood. So
only serve Northwest seafood.
Yeah, so that's just why would we serve lobster? Because lobsters don't come, they aren't growing here, okay? People come in wanting it, but I'm sorry, we don't do that. We do oysters, we do razor clams. That's a local thing, and no one else does them like we do, and we sell a ton of them.
So you stay true to the ingredients that you can get.
Yeah.
I respect that. Out of all the ingredients that you're using locally, what's the one not to miss?
Probably the one not to miss are the razor clams, because those are a very hard thing to get sport-wise. I mean, they're very popular, but they're still hard to do. They're very hard to be prepared properly, but we've got tons of practice, so we're very good at it. We probably sell more oysters, which is a local delicacy also. However, the razor clam is even a harder to get delicacy. Once a year, for about a month, we just can't get them because they can't be dug. They have to be dug commercially, and the people we get them from just stop delivering or providing them in the middle of September. But come the middle of October, we're good to go again. So we're good.
The razor clam.
Yeah.
What is the best way to prepare a razor clam?
Oh, that's arguable. However, traditionally they're pan fried, okay? And they're dusted in flour, rubbed in egg or buttermilk, then rolled in crushed saltines, okay? And then pan fried very quickly, like 1.5 minutes per side, and then on the plate. The problem is, like calamari or something else, these are just giant things like calamari, and if you cook them too long, they get tough. If you wait too long after you cook them, they're going to get tough, because anything that's hot and is burning is still burning. But that's the art. There are some tricks that we have to make it consistent, but that's how you do them.
So look, enough about those clams. It's breakfast time. That sounds like something I would eat for lunch. I'm hungry now, so how's the breakfast dish come along for me today?
Well, we would serve you razor clams if we had them, but we don't, because it's that time of year when we don't get them. It's because we do razor clams at dinner, for lunch, and for breakfast. And we're the only place that does. However, we're going to do it for you a smoked salmon scramble. So we're going to scramble some eggs with local salmon that we smoke ourselves, and then we're going to serve that with fried red potatoes, toast, and I think it'll be fun.
Oh man, that sounds great. Let's do it.
Okay, all right.
All right, this is the moment I've been waiting for. Oh man, that looks.
And he needs an orange juice.
This looks good. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm looking for presentation, and it is definitely looking amazing. I see the scrambled eggs mixed in with the smoked salmon, Spanish Swiss cheese, like the little orange twist, mushrooms, and then we have some red potatoes.
Fried red potatoes.
Fried red potatoes. They look incredible. And then we have some nice sourdough toast, and then I'm also noticing this right here.
Yeah, that's your Marion-Dore orange and walnut conserve.
Made in-house, because you said everything is made in-house here, so this is a staple within the restaurant as well. Okay, thank you for that orange juice. Who can have breakfast without orange juice? I certainly appreciate it.
The orange juice is not local.
The orange juice is not local? There we have it. One ingredient that finally snuck in from somewhere else. All right, so I'm going to try this and let you know what I think. Smells incredible. Oh man. I gotta make sure I get everything on my fork. A little bit of mushroom, a little bit of spinach, definitely some smoked salmon. I see some red onion in there. Look at the cheese. Looks good, go back in. Man, I'm just curious to see what this does right here. Okay, so while I'm making this, you told me that you smoke the salmon. How do you actually smoke your salmon?
We use Alderwood. We smoke it with Alderwood.
The freshness is incredible. And the sourdough bread, toasted to perfection. This is amazing. This tastes really good. So I gotta go back in for a little bit more of the salmon. And I want the combination of the salmon with the bread, the toast, the jelly. It is very, very, very good. It's so rich.
Oh, it is rich.
It is very rich. The salmon, I think the highlight of the dish is the salmon. The smoked salmon just comes through this egg like you would not believe. So you have a little secret recipe going on with the way that you smoke the salmon. The potatoes, they are cooked to perfection. But my favorite, I think, would have to be this little love in a jar, is what I want to call it. It is so sweet, it's so fresh. Is there a way that I can take some of this home with me?
Oh yeah. I said we sell more of it than we do beer.
You sell more of this than you do beer?
Right.
I see why.
Yeah.
This tastes really good.
Not many people have beer with breakfast. They do have jam with breakfast, so that
Yeah.
Probably explains the part.
That makes sense. And then it's such a unique flavor that you have to.
Oh yeah.
You have to take this with you. I've never tasted anything that's this flavorful.
Well, it's got nuts in it, so it's not going to be a big grocery store seller because
of the nut allergies and all the
yeah,
stuff that comes along with that.
yeah.
Breakfast potatoes, sourdough toast, special little love in a jar, smoked salmon, scrambled egg. All right, so look, if you ever in the area, please come on down to 42nd Street Cafe and Bistro. Stop in and see my man Blaine and tell him Chef Stu sent you. Make sure you get some of this stuff right here. I promise you, it's phenomenal.
Thanks, Stu.
No, you're more than welcome. Sorry, I'm Blaine. I'm going to go ahead and finish this breakfast if you don't mind. Dang.